Welcome back to John Cleese Cardio. My name's Max. Today I've got an Audi TTRS behind me. Been in for a few different upgrades with us at John Cleese. I'm going to give you a quick walk around and run through what we've done. Now, starting from the outside, I mean, what a beautiful spec car. Do love an Audi TT as it is, and obviously this is the full fat version and absolutely wicked car. So what have we done to this vehicle? Starting at the back of the vehicle, and then I'm going to move into the front. At the back of this car, we've added a reverse camera. Now it's a nice, small and discreet camera. That camera just goes right there, if you can pick that up on the camera. That little small wedge camera is going to flick on in reverse and show us what's going on around here. So when this customer's reversing their vehicle, they're not going to be hitting into anything or running anything down and damaging their car. Now, open the boot. I'm going to show you what's inside the boot. Here we have a subwoofer. So we have fitted a RD501 JL monoblock, which is actually fitted underneath the floor in this car, and that is to run a Hertz 10-inch energy, high energy subwoofer. That subwoofer is going to help give the system some punch, a bit more beeline, which is what this customer desired. So that's a great way to get extra bass in the car, and it complements the factory Bose system nicely. So that's the back of the car. That's the head unit that we've installed in the front of the car there. Amplifier, as I say, everything's all hidden in behind the scenes, and the subwoofer is secured firmly there. Perfect. So now you've seen the back of the car. Let's close that down. Let's go into the front. There's one thing I didn't show you. Because we fitted a DAB radio, we also add a DAB aerial. Now, that's actually in the rear window of this car. It's just here. If you can see that, it's this black box there with this little film line on there. Normally the DAB aerials go on the front windscreen of the car. We can install them onto the rear of certain cars, mainly coupes like 911s, TTs, obviously not convertibles. It just means it's a more discreet installation. You have less things going on in the front of the car. No one really wants to see a DAB aerial, but if you want to get DAB, it's kind of the thing you need if you're not going for a shark fin anyway. Right, so here we are in the cockpit. Now, here's the Kenwood 8021. Here's the windscreen with no DAB aerials. The only extra thing that we have really is this little microphone device here, which hopefully it will focus on. So that little microphone is going to hear people when you're making calls, so everyone's going to hear you nice and clearly. Great call quality with Kenwoods. You don't really get that with the Chinese rubbish you buy off Amazon or eBay. In the pocket here there was a CD changer. Now we've replaced that CD changer with a storage pocket for a bit of storage. It's going to be useless when adding a Kenwood anyway, and the USB for updates for the stereo are in there as well if the customer wants to connect his phone to it, or really update the stereo, put music or video onto USB, he can put that there. And apart from that, that's probably about all the things that we've added inside the car. So this is the Apple CarPlay system. Now quickly to show you the reverse camera, if I just put the car into reverse, that is going to straight away bring up the reverse camera image, which is going to show us exactly what's going on at the back of the car. Real nice image there. And the camera we have drops down and sees under the lip that you have on these Audi TTs. If you put too flush of a camera, you end up seeing a lot more of this edge that you can see at the top. It's sort of just it's like a letterbox type of view basically. Now when you come out of reverse, it will just go back to your normal radio, whatever's playing. So DAB radio, quick look at that. This is the DAB screen. All your presets will save down the side here. You can open up your presets to see what you've saved and select them like so. Searching is as easy as pressing this magnifying glass. Find the station you want. And then when it starts playing, you can pick your preset to save it on, and it's quite straightforward. All you do is hold it down for a second and then it will save like it did there. So that's your DAB. I'm going to flick over to Apple CarPlay because that's probably the main reason why you're watching this video. Apple CarPlay is highly desired and requested. Every day I'm getting phone calls, people want to add it to their car, whether it be a new Audi or an older Audi. So Apple CarPlay just makes for a nicer way of using your phone while driving. We fit the stereo with this flush fit fascia. This is a Kenwood head unit that's very popular at the shop. It comes with a 3-year warranty at the moment as well, which just means more years of hassle-free driving. We actually keep the steering wheel controls working for adjusting your volume, skipping forward on the tracks. And yeah, fantastic unit. The touchscreen's nice and responsive, real nice and clear to use. And it does everything anyone would ever need it to do. It even does features like you can add HDMI into the glove box if you wanted that, if you planned on watching videos. The main reason people using it is mainly for their music, which I use Tidal personally. Tidal is one of the best quality streaming services out there, but there's a few others. Just take a second to load, but you can go into your tracks, see new tracks, go into my recents, explore, playlists, etc. And you get all that control through Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and probably many more. You also have the ability to reply to messages, so you got all your messages inside here where you can reply to those. You can just talk your response, which is nice. Phone, you have all your favorites in here, any recents, contacts, keypad, check your voicemail. Everything's really easy to do while on the go. And obviously maps, you got the option for a split screen on here, but I like Apple Maps personally, and it's a nice easy mapping solution to use. You can just shout where you want to go, or you can just type what you're thinking, not just stuck with postcodes and door numbers. So you can just type whatever you fancy and it will take you there. Much better, this type of navigation, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, than built-in factory navigation. It's always been updated, so it means that you don't have to do yearly updates that are going to cost a lot of money, and it's always updating through your phone's 4G, 5G, so it's the best and most up-to-date way of navigation in 2025. But other things on the head unit, this is the home screen. You can custom colorize the buttons along the bottom, which is a nice touch. Yeah, it does everything you need it to do. Wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, DAB. It can now take a reverse camera and a front camera if you wanted. And also adding the subwoofer in this car has really made this Bose system have a lot more bass. Obviously we've retained the Bose system for audio. And the sub controller, we like to keep sub controllers nice and neat. So this knob on the side here, that little knob there, customer can use while he's driving, and that's a real nice and easy knob to use to control the bass, because depending on who's in the car, you might not want to have 100% bass all the time. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you've got an Audi TT or any other car for that matter, we do Audi R8s, we do Porsches, we do pretty much every single car out there here at John Cleese. So if you want to get an upgrade for yours, get in contact via the links in our bio. Questions, drop them in the comments or drop us an email, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.